Section 10.2 example 4. They're asking us to prove that if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the pairs of the alternate interior angles must also be congruent. Now, proofs, what we're going to do is kind of do an informal proof here. So we can see that P and Q are definitely labeled as being parallel. So P is definitely parallel to Q. Okay, and we're given that information. They're telling us that with these two little arrowheads. Okay, now they're being intersected by T, the transversal. So let's prove that a pair of alternate interior angles are congruent. Well, for example, I can see here that 3 and 6 are a pair of alternate interior angles. So let's prove that 3 and 6 must be congruent. No comma. Let's prove that 3 is congruent to 6. Okay? All right, how can I do that? Okay, well, we told you that was true by the alternate interior angles theorem, but they're asking us to prove that that's true. Well, when you prove something is true, you have to use prior knowledge to prove it. Well, one thing we can do is we know that, let's start with 3 here. I know 3 is the same as angle 2, and the reason I know that is because they're vertical. So I know already that angle 3 is congruent to angle 2 because they are vertical angles. Then we learned earlier in this unit that 2 has to be the same as 6 because they're corresponding angles. So angle 2 I know is the same as 6 because they are corresponding angles. Well, what does that tell me then? If 3 is the same as 2 and 6 is also the same as 2, then that means that 3 must be the same as 6. Okay? Simply by, I could substitute, there's a number of things I could do. If 6 and 2 are the same thing, I can put 6 in place of 2, and there you go. 3 is the same as 6. So that is a proof that those alternate interior angles are congruent.